Join us in this video as we explore the most terrifying countries where paranormal events are a chilling reality. France stands out with its eerie castles and haunted homes. Croatia's haunted castles are among the top must-visit destinations for thrill seekers. Over in the United States, the White House itself is rumored to host the ghosts of former presidents. And in Scotland, the land is steeped in tales of monsters and countless paranormal occurrences. And now here is my friend John.
Ghostly appearances in France, exploring the top 23 most famous ghost sightings in France and historical events. France has a long and fascinating history, and it is home to many haunted places that are said to be visited by ghosts. Here are some of the most famous sightings of ghosts in France. The Palace of Versailles is one of the most famous and beautiful palaces in the world. However, it is also said to be haunted by many ghosts, including the ghost of Marie Antoinette, who was executed during the French Revolution. Marie Antoinette, the infamous queen who was tragically executed during the French Revolution, has been immortalized in history for her beauty, grace and elegance. Despite her tragic end, she remains a beloved figure in French history, and her legacy has endured the test of time, with many still admiring her courage and strength throughout this turbulent time. Marie Antoinette, the former Queen of France, is most famously remembered for her joyful quote, "Let them eat cake." This phrase has become synonymous with her name and legacy and serves as a reminder of her extravagant lifestyle, filled with indulgence and luxury. The spooky story behind the Catacombs of Paris, as mentioned earlier, the Catacombs of Paris is an underground network of tunnels lined with the bones of millions of people. Many people have reported feeling a strange presence and hearing unexplained noises in the catacombs. Château de Brissac, this castle is known for being haunted by the Green Lady, who is believed to be the ghost of a woman who was murdered by her husband in the castle. The Hotel Byron in Paris is believed to be haunted by the ghost of the famous sculptor Auguste Rodin, who lived there in the early 20th century. The legend of the Phantom Monk of Mont Saint is a mysterious and puzzling tale that has been whispered about for centuries. It is said that a phantom monk roams the halls of the monastery, appearing and disappearing without warning. It has been said that he is a spirit from another time, guarding an ancient secret hidden within the walls of Mont Saint. Whether this legend is true or not remains to be seen, but it certainly adds an air of mystery and caution to anyone who visits this sacred place. The Château de Puy-Martin, this castle is said to be haunted by the ghost of a woman who was walled up alive in the castle's walls. Visitors have reported seeing her ghostly apparition and hearing her voice. Mont Saint-Michel, while it is undeniably beautiful, one must exercise caution while visiting an abbey as old as this. The area is a popular tourist destination eager to witness paranormal activity. The castle is a beautiful example of architecture and should be admired and respected. Mont Saint-Michel's formidable garrison was once captained by a man named Louis d'Estiteville, a skilled military commander who was known for his bravery and courage in protecting the area. He led a strong force of men that kept the French stronghold safe from any threats, ensuring the people of Mont Saint-Michel could live peacefully and securely. Beware, when exploring Mount Saint-Michel, you may encounter phantom monks. Beware of specters that come in various sizes and shapes. And even the ghost of d'Estiteville, who is said to still haunt the place. Therefore, it is wise to tread cautiously when visiting this location. The Château de Fougeray, this castle is believed to be haunted by the ghosts of its former owners, who were killed during the French Revolution. Visitors have reported seeing the ghostly apparitions of the owners and hearing unexplained noises in the castle. Forêt de Brocéliande, it is said that the malicious sorceress Morgan Le Fay would entice young people who were unfaithful to her from a high place in the valley and imprison them here. Exercise caution when visiting this area. Be wary when exploring this ancient forest in Brittany, as there are many spooky areas that could be dangerous to traverse. France has gained a reputation for being home to some of the most haunted places in the country. It is said that the Forest of King Arthur is located here, making it an especially desirable destination for those wanting to experience something supernatural. Exercise caution when visiting Val Sans Retour, as this area is aptly named the Valley of No Return. The Abbey of Saint-Germain-des-Prés. This historic abbey in Paris is said to be haunted by the ghosts of monks who once lived there and now roam the halls, singing in Latin. The abbey is located in the 6th arrondissement, 46 Rue de la Baie. The ruins of the abbey have been classified as a historical monument since 1862. It was founded 557 AD by Germain, Bishop of Paris, Abbey of Saint-Germain-des-Prés. It was named after Germain's nephew Saint Germanus des Prés. The Château de Comarque is an ancient castle located in the Dordogne region of France that has had a long and mysterious history. This castle has been long believed to be haunted, with stories of ghostly apparitions, strange noises, and other supernatural occurrences still circulating to this day. This haunting reputation adds an extra sense of intrigue and caution to those who dare to visit or explore this ancient site. The Château de Chateaubriand, this castle in the Loire Valley, is said to be haunted by the ghost of a woman named Françoise de Foix, who was accused of witchcraft and executed there in the 16th century. The Château de Brezay, this castle in the Loire Valley, is believed to be haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed by her husband in the castle. Basilique du Bois Chenu Domremy, care should be taken while visiting this church, as it is devoted to the renowned Joan of Arc, a well-known French icon. She famously participated in the 100 Years' War and was eventually put to death by burning. Reports have suggested that people have noticed the spectre of her wandering through the basilica, as well as a few other somewhat lesser-known spirits. The Musée de la Magie, this museum in Paris, is said to be haunted by the ghosts of magicians who once performed there. The Château de Fougeray, this castle in the Poitou-Charentes region, is believed to be haunted by the ghosts of its former owners, who were killed during the French Revolution. The Château de Tressauson, this castle in Brittany, is said to be haunted by the ghost of a woman who was in the castle. Château de Broye, some say you can still hear the screams of people that were tortured here during the French Revolution. Château de Cormetin has made many people queasy with its walls adorned with bizarre artwork, some of which were done with human blood. Greuze-les-Bains, despite its beautiful mountain views, this remote village has a history of conflict and should be approached with caution. Reports suggest strange paranormal events occurring within the 13th century castle on the summit, so caution should be exercised when approaching this area. Be aware of unnatural shadows, spooky voices in the air, and other strange activities that are not easily explained. The Château de Montségur, this castle in the Languedoc region, is believed to be haunted by the ghosts of the Cathars, a religious group that was persecuted by the Catholic Church in the 13th century. The Château de Hautefort, this castle in the Dordogne region, is said to be haunted by the ghost of a woman killed. The Hôtel Lutetia, this historic hotel in Paris, is said to be haunted by the ghosts of former guests and staff members who have passed away. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Croatia's Haunted Castles and Best Spooky Tours. One of the most famous haunted castles in Croatia is Tracoscan Castle, located in northern Croatia. Legend has it that the ghost of Countess Isabella Draskovic, who once lived in the castle, still haunts its halls to this day. Another haunted castle in Croatia is Ozal Castle, located in central Croatia. According to local legend, the ghost of Countess Jelena Zrinski, who was imprisoned and died in the castle in the 17th century, still haunts the castle today. Naj Castle, located in the town of Say on the Adriatic coast, is also said to be haunted by the ghost of a knight who was killed during a battle in the 16th century. Vezanic Castle, this castle is located in the Zagreb region and is believed to be haunted by the ghost of an unknown woman who appears in white. Castle Trusat, this castle is located in Rijeka, and is believed to be haunted by the ghost of a noble woman, who was murdered there in the 16th century. Castle Jalski, this castle is located in the Zagreb region, and is believed to be haunted by the ghost of a peasant woman, who was accused of witchcraft and executed there. Castle Stary Grad. This castle is located in the town of Pakrac and is believed to be haunted by the ghost of a Turkish soldier who was killed there during a battle in the 16th century. Castle Sokolok. This castle is located in the town of Brinj and is believed to be haunted by the ghost. These haunted castles offer a unique and spooky experience for visitors who are interested in the paranormal and the history of Croatia. There are several spooky tours in Croatia. It takes visitors to some of the country's most haunted castles, towns, and areas. Zagreb Ghost Tour takes visitors to haunted spots in the city of Zagreb, including cemeteries, abandoned buildings, and the city's medieval upper town. Dubrovnik Ghost Tour is the most spooky and haunted, including the city's ancient walls, deserted alleyways, and abandoned buildings. Istria Ghost Tour takes visitors to haunted castles and towns in the Istria region. Castle of Pazin is said to be haunted by the ghost of a witch. 4. Split Ghost Tour takes visitors to haunted locations in the city of Split, including the ancient Diocletian's Palace. Can I walk about or do I need a tour guide in Croatia? It depends on where you are planning to visit in Croatia. You can walk around and explore most of the popular tourist destinations on your own. Hiring a tour guide can be beneficial. Guided hours can provide in-depth information. Ultimately, whether you choose to explore on your own or with a guide. If you like this video, please subscribe and we'll give notice of future videos. Croatia has several castles located throughout the country. Dubrovnik's old city walls rise over 7 meters out of the Adriatic Sea, and they stand as a symbol of the city that has survived through centuries of siege battles, invasions, and occupations. The Tracoscan Castle is a Gothic-style castle located in the city of Šibenik. The castle was built in the 14th century and it has been used as a military fortress and prison, among other things. The Veliki Teba Castle is a hilltop fort in the city of Velika Gorica, Slovenia. It's a popular tourist attraction, and is now part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Early Medieval Monument. Varaždin Castle is a historic monument located in the center of Varaždin, the largest town in Slavonia. It was built by Stefan Tvitko I, King of Croatia and Dalmatia, on the place where, according to legend, an ancient castle stood. The Eltz Castle is a famous medieval castle situated in the area of Eltz, which is located close to Koblenz. This castle was first mentioned in 1247 when it was built by the Prince Bishop of Trier Baldwin V as his residence. This amazing fortress has an interesting history, and is known for its beautiful gardens and terraces. Briba Castle is located in the area of Dubrovnik, Croatia. The castle sits on a rocky hill overlooking the city and is surrounded by walls that are almost 30 meters high. Naj Castle is a beautiful medieval castle in the region of Lika in Croatia. The castle can be reached by following the signs towards Gornja Brezna, which will lead you right to the entrance. These castles offer visitors a chance to learn about the country's history, architecture, and culture, and many are open to the public for tours and events. Here are some of the top questions people ask about Croatia. What are the best places to visit in Croatia? Some of the best places to visit in Croatia include Dubrovnik, Split, Hvar, Plitvice Lakes National Park, and Zagreb. Croatia is a beautiful country with a lot to offer. Here are some top things to do in Croatia. Visit Dubrovnik. This stunning walled city on the Adriatic Sea is famous for its picturesque old town, Baroque architecture, and Game of Thrones filming locations. Explore Plitvice Lakes National Park. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is home to a series of interconnected lakes and waterfalls connected by wooden walkways. Relax on the beaches. Croatia has many beautiful beaches, such as Latni Rat, Punta Rata, and Stiniva Beach. Visit the Diocletian's Palace in Split. This ancient palace is one of the most impressive Roman ruins in the world and is located in the heart of Split. Go island hopping. Croatia has over 1,000 islands, each with its own unique character and charm. Some of the most popular islands to visit include Hvar, Korčula, and Brač. Visit the ancient city of Pula, located in Istria. Pula is home to the impressive Roman amphitheater, which is one of the best preserved Roman amphitheaters in the world. Go wine tasting in Istria. Istria is famous for its wine production, and there are many wineries that offer tours and tastings. Visit the Krka National Park. This beautiful national park is home to a series of waterfalls, including the famous Skradinski Book waterfall. Go sea kayaking. There are many opportunities for sea kayaking in Croatia, including around the beautiful Ilakiti Islands near Dubrovnik. Visit the town of Rovinj. This picturesque town on the Istrian peninsula is famous for its colorful houses, cobbled streets, and beautiful harbor. What is the currency in Croatia, and how much to stay 1 week? The currency in Croatia is the Croatian kuna, HRK. The expenses of staying in Croatia for a week can vary depending on the type of accommodation you choose, the activities you participate in, and the cities or islands you visit. Here is a rough estimate of the expenses you may incur per week. Budget accommodation, hostels, basic hotels, vacation rentals, $500 800. Mid-range accommodation, 3 to 4 star hotels, private apartments, $800 to $1,500. Luxury accommodation, 5-star hotels, villas, $1,500 to $5,000. Other expenses to consider: food and drink, $200 400. Transportation, rental car, public transit, ferries, $100 300. Activities and sightseeing, $100 300. Overall, you can expect to spend around $1,200 to $2,000 per week on a mid-range budget. But this can vary depending on your travel style and preferences. What language do they speak in Croatia, and do they speak English? The official language of Croatia is Croatian. And yes, English is widely spoken and understood in Croatia, especially in tourist areas. Many Croatians speak English fluently, and it is common for signs, menus, and other information to be available in English. However, many phrases in Croatian such as hi is easy to say, bok, also thank you is good to know, hvala, and probably a real important one is please, molim. One of the many ways to show appreciation for our local language and culture is through cultural adaptations that make it easier to understand. What is the best time of year to visit Croatia? The best time to visit Croatia is generally from May to September, when the weather is warm and sunny. Do I need a visa to visit Croatia? Citizens of most countries, including the US, EU, and Canada, do not need a visa to enter Croatia for stays up to 90 days. Is Croatia safe for tourists, and is the war over? Yes, the war between Croatia and Serbia ended in 1995, and since then Croatia has become a popular tourist destination, welcoming millions of visitors every year. The country is generally safe for tourists, with low crime rates and a well-developed tourism industry. However, some areas, particularly those close to the border with Serbia, may still have landmines left over from the conflict, so it's important to stay on marked paths and avoid venturing off-road in rural areas. Additionally, political tensions between the two countries may still exist, but this is unlikely to impact tourists. Overall, Croatia is considered a safe place to visit for tourists. Croatia is generally a safe country for tourists, with low crime rates and a well-developed tourism industry. Subscribe to help me grow my channel. Welcome to Scotland, and to their fascinating world of mythology, folklore, beliefs of fairy tales, incredible giants, unbelievable druids and witnessed water monster. In this video, journey through the enchanting realms of Scotland's folklore and mythology. From mythical creatures lurking in the depths of its waters to legendary heroes roaming its moors. The country is steeped in a rich tapestry of stories that continue to captivate imaginations worldwide. Also will provide the tour companies that specializes in folklore and mythology experiences in Scotland. But Scotland's folklore is more than just mythical beings and enchanting landscapes. It's a reflection of the country's history, culture, and identity. Through stories passed down orally through generations, we gain insight into the beliefs, values, and traditions of its people, offering a unique window into Scotland's past and present. Join us as we journey through ancient castles, verdant glens, and windswept moors, uncovering the legends and lore that have shaped Scotland's identity. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or a first-time adventurer, you will be spellbound by the magic and mystery of Scotland's folklore and mythology. So, let the tales of Scotland's past weave their spell upon you. Stay until the end and I will give you a list of best restaurants that have great food with mythical themes. Experiences in Scotland folklore and mythology. The Isle of Skye Fairy Pool. These enchanting pools are said to be inhabited by fairies and other mythical creatures. You can hike through the stunning fairy glen to reach the pools, where you can immerse yourselves in the mystical atmosphere and perhaps catch a glimpse of the elusive fairy folk. The Royal Mile in the heart of Edinburgh, a historic street steeped in folklore and legend. You can explore sites such as the real Mary King's Close, a hidden underground street where tales of ghosts and hauntings abound. Or visit the statue of Greyfriars Bobby. Before you forget, subscribe. A faithful dog said to have guarded his owner's grave for years. The Callanish stones are ancient standing stones on the Isle of Lewis shrouded in mystery and folklore. Believed to have been erected around 5,000 years ago, the stones are said to have mystical powers and are associated with various legends, including tales of giants and druids. The Loch Ness Monster. A trip to Scotland would not be complete without a visit to Loch Ness, home of the legendary Loch Ness Monster. You can take a boat tour of the loch, keeping an eye out for the elusive creature, or visit the Loch Ness Centre and exhibition to learn more about the history and mythology surrounding Nessie. The Beltane Fire Festival in Edinburgh is held annually on April 30th. It celebrates the ancient Celtic festival of Beltane, marking the beginning of summer. The festival features fire performances and drumming, and ritualistic ceremonies inspired by Celtic mythology and folklore. The Fairy Glen is tucked away on the Isle of Skye. The Fairy Glen is a mystical landscape filled with strange rock formations and grassy knolls. According to local legend, the glen is inhabited by fairies and other magical creatures. You can wander through the otherworldly terrain, searching for hidden fairy homes, and soaking in the enchanting atmosphere of this captivating place. Dunvegan Castle, and the Fairy Flag is located on the Isle of Skye, is the oldest continuously inhabited castle in Scotland, and is steeped in history and folklore. One of its most famous artifacts is the Fairy Flag, a tattered piece of silk said to possess magical powers. According to legend, the flag was gifted to the clan by fairies, and has the ability to protect the clan in times of need. You can explore the castle's rich history and marvel at the mysterious fairy flag on display. The Kelpies towers over the Forth and Clyde Canal in Falkirk. The Kelpies are a pair of colossal horsehead sculptures that pay homage to Scotland's mythical water horses, known as Kelpies. These supernatural beings are said to inhabit lochs and rivers, luring unsuspecting travelers to their watery demise. You can marvel at the impressive steel sculptures, learn about the folklore behind the Kelpies, and even take guided tours inside the structures. The Stone Circles of Orkney is home to numerous ancient stone circles, such as the Ring of Brodgar, and the Standing Stones of Stenness, which date back over 5,000 years. These enigmatic monuments are steeped in mystery, and are believed to have served as ceremonial sites for rituals and gatherings. You can explore the stone circles, marvel at their impressive craftsmanship, and ponder the ancient myths and legends that surround them. The Jacobite Steam Train, Fort William to Malig, known as the Hogwarts Express to fans of the Harry Potter series. The Jacobite Steam Train offers travelers a magical journey through the stunning Scottish Highlands. The train passes by iconic landmarks such as the Glenfinnan Viaduct, featured in the films, and offers passengers breathtaking views of lochs, mountains, and moors. You can ride the rails aboard this vintage steam train. They can immerse you in the enchanting landscapes that inspired the magical world of Harry Potter. Each of these experiences offers travelers the opportunity to immerse themselves in Scotland's rich folklore and mythology. Whether by exploring ancient sites shrouded in mystery or participating in traditional festivals inspired by Celtic legends. Don't forget to subscribe to help us with YouTube's algorithm. There are tour companies that specializes in folklore and mythology experiences in Scotland, offering travelers the opportunity to explore the country's rich cultural heritage and mystical landscapes. Here are a few notable ones. The Mercat Tours offers a variety of guided walking tours in Edinburgh, including evening ghost tours exploring the city's haunted closes and underground vaults. They also offer daytime tours focusing on Scottish history, folklore, and the city's literary connections. The Celtic Journeys specializes in small group tours that explore Scotland's ancient sites, sacred landscapes, and Celtic heritage. They offer customized itineraries that include visits to stone circles, ancient ruins and sites associated with Scottish mythology and folklore. The Heart of Scotland Tours provides guided tours to some of Scotland's most iconic destinations, including Loch Ness, the Isle of Skye, and the Highlands. They offer themed tours focusing on Scottish folklore, legends, and mythical creatures, allowing travelers to immerse themselves in the country's rich cultural heritage. The Timberbush Tours offers a range of guided coach tours departing from Edinburgh and Glasgow. They offer tours to destinations such as Loch Ness, Stirling Castle, and the Scottish Highlands, with knowledgeable guides who share stories of Scottish history, folklore, and legends along the way. Scottish Storytelling Centre is not a traditional tour company. The Scottish Storytelling Centre in Edinburgh hosts storytelling events, workshops, and performances that celebrate Scotland's oral traditions, myths, and legends. Visitors can experience traditional storytelling sessions led by skilled storytellers, immersing themselves in Scotland's rich storytelling heritage. There are castles you can stay in and provide tours of folklore and mythology experiences in Scotland. Staying in a castle and exploring folklore and mythology experiences in Scotland is a dream for many travelers. Here is a list of a few castles in Scotland that offer accommodations and may provide tours or immersive experiences related to folklore and mythology, along with approximate costs. Dalhousie Castle Hotel and Aqueous Spa is near Edinburgh, dating back to the 13th century, offers luxurious accommodations and an on-site spa. While they don't specifically offer folklore and mythology tours, the castle's rich history lends itself to tales of its past inhabitants and the surrounding area. Prices for a night's stay typically range from £150 to £300 or more, depending on room type and season. Glenapp Castle near Ayrshire is a 5-star relay and chateau hotel, offers elegant accommodations and stunning views of the Ayrshire coastline. While they don't offer specific folklore tours, the castle is situated amidst Scotland's rich history and natural beauty. Prices for a night's stay typically range from £300 to £800 or more, depending on room type and season. Duns Castle in Scottish Borders offers exclusive use rentals for groups, providing an opportunity to stay in a historic castle surrounded by picturesque gardens and woodlands. While they don't offer public tours focusing on folklore, private arrangements may be possible. Exclusive use rentals start from around £7,000 to £15,000 per night, depending on the number of guests and included services. Cawdor Castle near Inverness is famously linked with Shakespeare's Macbeth. Offers guided tours of its historic rooms, beautiful gardens, and woodlands. While they don't specifically offer folklore and mythology tours, the castle's connections to literature and history provide ample storytelling opportunities. Admission for guided tours typically ranges from £10 to £15 per person, with discounts for children and seniors. Borthwick Castle is near Edinburgh, is a majestic fortress dating back to the 15th century, offers luxurious accommodations and a unique historic setting. While they don't offer specific folklore tours, the castle's impressive architecture and history evoke tales of Scotland's past. Prices for a night's stay typically range from £400 to £800 or more, depending on room type and season. Eilean Donan Castle is near Kyle of Lochhalsh, is one of Scotland's most iconic landmarks, situated on a small island at the meeting point of 3 lochs. While they primarily offer guided tours focusing on the castle's history and architecture, the surrounding area is steeped in Highland folklore and legends. Admission for guided tours typically ranges from £7 to £10 per person, with discounts for children and seniors. Fyvie Castle is near Aberdeen, and it has centuries-old history and reputed ghost stories, offers guided tours of its grand interiors and expansive grounds. While the tours may not specifically focus on folklore, the castle's mysterious atmosphere invites tales of its past inhabitants. Admission for guided tours typically ranges from £10 to £15 per person, with discounts for children and seniors. Glamis Castle near Dundee. It is also known for its association with Shakespeare's Macbeth and numerous ghost stories. Offers guided tours that delve into its rich history and legendary tales. While the tours may not exclusively focus on folklore, the castle's eerie ambience inspires tales of mystery and intrigue. Admission for guided tours typically ranges from £10 to £15 per person, with discounts for children and seniors. Balmoral Castle near Ballater, a favourite residence of the British royal family, offers guided tours of its gardens and exhibitions. While the tours primarily focus on the castle's royal connections and estate life, the surrounding Cairngorms National Park is steeped in Scottish folklore and natural beauty. Admission for guided tours of the gardens and exhibitions typically ranges from £8 to £12 per person, with discounts for children and seniors. Culzean Castle near Ayr, perched atop dramatic cliffs overlooking the Firth of Clyde, offers guided tours of its elegant interiors and extensive grounds. While the tours may not specifically focus on folklore, the castle's history and stunning setting provide a backdrop for tales of Scottish legends. Admission for guided tours typically ranges from £10 to £15 per person, with discounts for children and seniors. Please note that the costs can vary based on factors such as room availability, seasonality, and additional services included in the booking. It's always recommended to check with the castle directly for the most up-to-date pricing and availability. Don't forget to subscribe. In Scotland, there are several restaurants that provide entertainment centered around folklore and mythology, offering guests a unique dining experience infused with storytelling, music, and traditional performances. Here are a few known restaurant examples along with their average costs. The Witchery by the Castle, located near the historic Edinburgh Castle, it offers an atmospheric dining experience in a lavish setting adorned with rich tapestries and antique furnishings. While they don't have specific folklore entertainment, the restaurant's Gothic ambience evokes Scotland's mystical past. A three-course meal for two with wine can range from £100 to £200 or more, depending on menu selections and beverages. The Scottish Storytelling Centre Café Bar in Edinburgh often hosts storytelling events, live music performances, and cultural gatherings that celebrate Scotland's rich oral traditions and folklore. Guests can enjoy traditional Scottish fare while listening to captivating tales from local storytellers. A meal for two with drinks typically ranges from £30 to £60, depending on menu choices and beverage selections. The Cellar Door Restaurant, nestled in the heart of Edinburgh's Old Town, the restaurant offers a unique dining experience with regular themed events, including evenings dedicated to folklore, myths, and legends. Guests can enjoy delicious Scottish cuisine while being entertained by storytellers, musicians, and performers. A three-course meal for two with drinks can range from £60 to £100, depending on menu selections and beverage choices. The Tolbooth Tavern in Edinburgh is situated in a historic building dating back to the 17th century. The tavern offers a cozy atmosphere with traditional pub fare and occasional live music events featuring Scottish folk music and storytelling sessions. Guests can enjoy hearty meals and drinks while immersing themselves in Scotland's cultural heritage. A meal for two with beverages typically ranges from £30 to £50, depending on menu items and drink choices. The Clackag Inn, located in the stunning Glencoe Valley, it is renowned for its lively atmosphere, hearty pub grub, and regular live music events featuring traditional Scottish folk music. While not explicitly focused on folklore, guests can soak in the ambience of Scotland's rugged landscapes and vibrant music scene. A meal for two with drinks can range from £40 to £70, depending on menu selections and beverage preferences. The Last Drop Tavern, situated in Edinburgh's historic Grassmarket area, the tavern offers traditional Scottish cuisine in a cosy setting. They occasionally host themed evenings featuring live storytelling sessions, traditional music performances, and folklore-inspired entertainment. A meal for two with drinks typically ranges from £30 to £50, depending on menu choices and beverage selections. The Ship Inn, overlooking the picturesque Ely Harbour in Fife, it offers fresh seafood dishes and traditional Scottish fare. They host regular music nights featuring local folk musicians and storytellers, providing guests with an authentic taste of Scotland's maritime folklore. A meal for two with drinks can range from £40 to £60, depending on menu items and beverage preferences. The Three Sisters Bar, located in the heart of Edinburgh's Old Town, the bar is a popular spot for drinks, pub food, and live entertainment. They host themed events throughout the year, including Scottish Ceilidh nights with traditional music, dancing, and storytelling. A meal for two with drinks typically ranges from £30 to £50, depending on menu selections and beverage choices. The Crofter Bar and Restaurant, nestled in the Scottish Highlands, it offers hearty Scottish cuisine and panoramic views of Loch Linnhe. They occasionally feature live music evenings with local musicians performing traditional folk songs and sharing tales of Highland folklore. A meal for two with drinks can range from £40 to £70, depending on menu items and beverage preferences. The Scran and Scally in Edinburgh, co-owned by Michelin-starred chef Tom Kitchen, it offers a relaxed dining experience with a focus on seasonal Scottish ingredients. While they don't typically host folklore events, guests can enjoy traditional Scottish dishes in a charming setting. A meal for two with drinks typically ranges from £60 to £100 or more, depending on menu choices and beverage selections. These restaurants offer guests the opportunity to enjoy delicious Scottish cuisine while being immersed in the country's rich cultural heritage through storytelling, music, and traditional entertainment. Prices mentioned are approximate and can vary based on menu choices, drinks, and additional entertainment offerings. Before going to Scotland for folklore and mythology experiences, people often have questions to ensure they make the most of their trip. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Leave a comment to let me know how much you liked or not this video. Thank you for watching this YouTube video and helping with the algorithm. Did you know that the White House has ghosts? Scary and spooky ghosts, exploring the paranormal activity. The White House, one of the most iconic buildings in the world, is not only the residence of the United States President, but also a place rumored to be haunted by the ghosts of former leaders and their loved ones. And also is home to some of the most mysterious and unexplained ghostly phenomena. As the sun sets over Pennsylvania Avenue, shadows dance on the walls of the White House, hiding the secrets of its dark and eerie past. From strange noises to apparitions, the White House has been a hotbed of paranormal activity for decades. And we're here to uncover the truth behind its spooky ghosts. What and who are the White House scary and spooky ghosts? The White House has a long and fascinating history of hauntings and ghost stories. From the ghosts of presidents to the spirits of former slaves. But who are these mysterious, scary and spooky ghosts? In this video, we will explore the legends and stories surrounding these mysterious entities, as well as their possible identities. The White House, it is said to be haunted by several former presidents, including Abraham Lincoln, who is often seen in the Lincoln bedroom, and Thomas Jefferson, who is believed to haunt the Yellow Oval Room. For centuries, people have been telling tales about spooky ghosts that haunt the halls of this historic building. From ghostly figures to unexplained noises, these stories have been passed down through generations and are enough to give anyone goosebumps. The history behind the scary and spooky ghosts of the White House. The White House has a rich and spooky history, with many stories of ghosts and hauntings throughout its centuries-old existence. From the first president to the current one, many have reported strange occurrences in the White House that are believed to be caused by supernatural forces. In this video, we will explore the history behind some of these ghost stories and discover what may have caused them. These are the most famous ones are: Number 1. Abraham Lincoln. His ghost has been spotted in the Lincoln bedroom, where he reportedly spent many nights during his presidency. Number 2. Dolly Madison. The wife of President James Madison is said to haunt the Rose Garden, where she is often seen wearing a pink dress. Number 3. Willie Lincoln. The son of President Lincoln, who died at a young age, is said to haunt the Lincoln bedroom as well, where he is heard crying. Number 4. Andrew Jackson. The 7th President of the United States is said to haunt the White House's Rose Room, where he reportedly cursed and screamed at the ghost of his deceased wife. Number 5. Abigail Adams. The wife of President John Adams is said to haunt the East Room, where she is sometimes seen carrying a laundry basket. Number 6. David Burns. A wealth businessman who owned the land where the White House stands and now haunts it. Number 7. Anna Surratt, the daughter of Mary Surratt, one of the conspirators in the assassination of President Lincoln, is said to haunt the White House's basement, where her mother was imprisoned before her execution. Number 10. John Tyler, the 10th President of the United States, is said to haunt the Blue Room, where he reportedly plays his violin. Number 9. Abner Doubleday, the Civil War general, is said to haunt the Lincoln bedroom, where he allegedly drafted the rules of baseball. Number 10. The British Soldier, a ghostly figure of a British soldier has been reported to haunt the White House's north portico, where he was killed during the burning of Washington in 1814. The most famous ghost stories from the White House is probably the story of Abraham Lincoln's ghost. Lincoln's ghost has been reported to haunt the White House since his death in 1865. Many individuals, including presidents, first ladies and visitors, have reported seeing his ghost or feeling his presence in various parts of the White House. The most common sightings occur in the Lincoln bedroom, where Lincoln's ghost is said to stand at the foot of the bed and stare at the occupants. Some have even reported feeling his presence in the Oval Office, where he is said to pace and wring his hands in worry. The story of Lincoln's ghost has become a popular part of White House lore, and many believe that his spirit still lingers in the halls of the presidential residence today. Exploring the paranormal activity at the White House. The White House has been the center of many mysterious events and supernatural activity for centuries. From tales of ghosts roaming the halls to unexplained phenomena, the White House has long been a source of fascination for paranormal enthusiasts. When visiting the White House, how to spot a real ghost. While visiting the White House, it can be exciting to think about the possibility of encountering a real ghost. However, it's important to approach any potential paranormal activity with a healthy dose of skepticism. Here are some tips to help you spot a real ghost and determine if the paranormal activity you are experiencing is genuine. Number 1. Before visiting the White House, do some research on credible accounts of real ghost sightings in the area. Look for reports from reputable sources such as historians, paranormal investigators, or eyewitnesses who have provided detailed and consistent descriptions of their experiences. This can help you determine if the paranormal activity you are experiencing is consistent with other reports of ghostly encounters. Number 2. When trying to spot a real ghost, pay attention to your senses. Do you feel a sudden drop in temperature or a chill down your spine? Do you smell strange odors or hear unexplained noises? These can be signs of paranormal activity and may indicate the presence of a ghost. Number 3. If you think you've encountered a real ghost, look for physical evidence that supports your experience. This can include photographs, videos, or audio recordings of the paranormal activity you witnessed. Be wary of evidence as it can be easily manipulated or faked. Exercise caution when interpreting it. Number 4. When visiting the White House, be aware of potential paranormal activity such as unexplained noises or sightings. Paranormal activity is sometimes reported, such as shadows, movements, mist, or orbs in photographs. Remain calm and observe carefully if you notice any unusual signs, as they could be indicative of an underlying issue. Number 5. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition when looking for paranormal activity. If you sense fear or unease, it could mean ghosts are present. It is possible that emotions may be caused by factors such as stress or fatigue rather than reality. Remain impartial and consider all options before forming a conclusion. Spotting a real ghost at the White House requires a healthy dose of skepticism and an objective approach. When looking for evidence of paranormal activity, be sure to research credible accounts, trust your instincts, and keep an eye out for physical evidence. Approach paranormal activity objectively and keep an open mind to all possibilities before forming conclusions. The legends surrounding the ghosts of the House. Ghost stories have been a part of folklore for centuries, and the legends surrounding the ghosts of the House are no exception. Ghost stories have captivated people of all ages by providing a glimpse into the unknown. Horror stories remain popular as they offer a glimpse into the unknown and challenge our understanding of reality. What do experts say about the scary and spooky ghosts of the White House? There are many experts and ghost hunters who have investigated the alleged paranormal activity at the White House over the years. Some have reported experiencing strange phenomena, while others remain skeptical. Here are a few quotes from experts and ghost hunters about the spooky ghosts of the White House. The White House is one of the most haunted buildings in America. There have been countless sightings of ghosts and apparitions over the years, and many of these sightings have been reported by credible witnesses. Richard Sennett, paranormal investigator. There is no question that the White House is haunted. We have investigated many paranormal claims there, and have experienced some very strange things. Zach Bagans, host of Ghost Adventures. The ghosts of the White House are some of the most well-known and well-documented spirits in American history. From the ghost of Abraham Lincoln to the ghost of Dolly Madison, there are many stories of spooky encounters in this historic building. Troy Taylor, author and paranormal investigator. While there are many stories of ghosts and paranormal activity at the White House, it's important to be skeptical and to consider all possible explanations before jumping to conclusions. Many of these stories may be urban legends or exaggerations of normal phenomena. Benjamin Radford, paranormal investigator and author. While many experts and ghost hunters acknowledge the potential for paranormal activity at the White House, they also caution against jumping to conclusions and emphasize the importance of being objective and skeptical in investigating such claims. The truth about the spooky ghosts of the White House remains a mystery. And each person must decide for themselves what they believe based on the available evidence and their own experiences. How they work and live with these ghosts, how they avoid the presence of the house scary ghosts. It's difficult to say for certain what people who work at the White House think or feel about the possibility of ghosts. While some may be skeptical or dismissive of such claims, others may have had personal experiences or know of others who have reported paranormal activity. However, it's important to note that the White House is a professional workplace, and employees are expected to conduct themselves in a respectful and dignified manner at all times. As such, it's unlikely that anyone who works at the White House would openly discuss or acknowledge the possibility of ghosts or paranormal activity in the workplace. Instead, they would likely focus on their duties and responsibilities and maintain a professional demeanor at all times, regardless of any personal beliefs they may hold. It's important to note that while there have been many reports of ghostly sightings and experiences in the White House, there is no conclusive evidence to prove the existence of ghosts. Some may argue that these stories are simply legends and folklore, while others believe that they are real paranormal experiences. Regardless of one's beliefs, it is clear that the stories of White House ghosts have captured the imagination of many and continue to be a popular topic of discussion and intrigue. Please subscribe and comment to let know your opinion.